Hello, Aries. Elsie here to do your reading. It is for the week ahead. How are you doing, Aries? Thank you so much for showing up here. Happy weekend to you as I drop these cards. But please remember that when I read, it's always for the week ahead. So this is going to be for the week ahead for you. And I'm going to drop these oracles. We're going to get the overall feel of the week ahead. And then we're going to throw some tarot on it to find out what the details are. So thank you so much for showing up here. And if you're here brand new, welcome to this beautiful tribe. I hope that you'll offer a thumbs up if you like this programming. Thank you so much for doing that. And if you're somebody who's my ride or die, if you're back, Aries, because you always are, I appreciate you the most. Thank you so much. So let's find out what's going on for you. Oh, and at the end of this video, by the way, if you're interested, I will talk about the extended and how to find it. I will also talk about private read stuff, so if you want to stick around for that. Let's find out what's going on for you, Aries. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. And hey, guess what? On Friday is the Lionsgate portal. So Lionsgate portal is, it's a time for intention setting, right? Because it's the 8th month of the 8th day, and 8s are about you. It's about the self, but it's also, numerologically is a powerful number, right? 8s are about abundance and power and infinity. And so it's a great time for manifestation, clearing out old energy, old wounds, but it's also an activation time, an activation of soul gifts and to sharpen your intuitive and psychic abilities. So journal or manifest or meditate. Those are the kinds of things that are really appropriate over this time, this auspicious time for you. It's about alignment too, right? Because the Earth, the Sirius star system, and Orion's belt are all in alignment. So it's a time about alignment as well. All right. So we're going to talk about that. What's coming up on Friday, right? Let's tell me about Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Okay. We'll get that one. Oh, the view from above. I like that card in this deck because the view from above is just that, right? Now you can see it all from the top down, Aries. You can see everything clearly from the top down. And so it says, get the big picture. There's a big picture that's about to come into focus here. Something that may have been a little blurry or out of focus is about to come into focus. And you're going to see it from a new perspective. You're getting some sort of answer you've been asking about. Let's find out what this deck is going to tell us here. Tell me about Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Okay, I kind of like that combination because we do have this chance, right? But if we notice there's luck, rolling the dice, taking a chance, but we also have a rear view mirror here. So it looks like there's something here that you're leaving in the past. You're going to leave it there. And why? Because card 19 is the sun in tarot. It's the sun, and it's a time when you are the happiest because you are in a growth period. And this rear view mirror tells me that you're going to take a chance to leave something in the past that you don't want to bring into the present or take with you into the future. And it's because now you have a bird's eye view of what was going on. And now you know what you're going to leave in the past and what you need to take with you. One more card for you, Aries. Let's see what else this is here. Tell me about Aries. Abundance. Okay, so it's an abundant time. It says here, I am a limitless being and I can manifest whatever I desire in the physical reality. It's the truth. We all can. Now, this cosmic alignment that's coming up here, what it does for you, like anything else, we allow it and we get tuned into it. So if you are tuned into yourself, you can really manifest yourself or journal yourself into the rest of your life and put an intention on whatever it is that you want. I feel like you are realizing what it is that you want, but you also realize, Aries, that you've got to take a chance and put yourself out there to get it. And that means leaving things in the past. But I think this is a really big time of growth for you, growth and abundance for you right now. Bottom of the deck for me is always the future energy. We've got embracing enthusiasm. Shout to the heavens with happiness. I love that. Look, we've got butterflies here. We've got transformation that's here. You're overcoming some sort of obstacle, a place where you were stuck. You can see that That sword is stuck in the stone there. It feels like you were in a place where you were stuck and you no longer are. You are overcoming something and embracing the happiness and enthusiasm of leaving stuff in the past. Now that you see its purpose in your life, that's when you can let it go. We've got the knot, relationships. Card number 35 is an 8. So it feels like you are reassessing something as it pertains to possibly a past relationship for some of you. It feels like you're leaving something in the past and taking a chance on something else. But for others of you, it feels like you could be thinking, well, maybe we need to take this relationship to the next level. We have doubt. It says, I realize the need to know all the answers. Oh, doubt. Oh, I release, not realize. I was reading it wrong. I release. Yeah, I can't do basic reading. So I release the need to know all the answers. Look, I know that's a tough thing. It's really hard to, like, as a person who does a lot of private reads, the first question people ask me in a relationship read is when? Tell me when. I want to know. I'm going to prepare for it. Next Tuesday, 2:00, I'll meet them at the corner of this street and that street. And the truth of the matter is that regardless, as if I could tell you when it's going to happen, if you knew that was going to happen, you might just sit back and decide that you're not going to do any of the work because, well, it's going to be given to you. It's going to happen anyway. So I feel like the not knowing is more important because then you focus on the journey. And I think that not knowing what's going on, releasing the need to know all the answers to everything, I think is what's going to bring about what it is that you need and not what it is that you think you want. All right. Universe knows it. Let's look at some tarot, find out what else is going on for you, Aries. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. I've got a new deck alert. Look at that. We've got Marchetti Tarot, and it's beautiful. I love the illustrations or depictions of Marchetti's decks because they light up my brain. There's so many different things on his cards, that it just really lights up my brain with all sorts of things. So I've been using these all week, getting my energy all over them. Let's find out what else is going on for you. All right. The Six of Wands on the bottom of the deck. Bottom of the deck is always future energy. All right. So look at this. The view from above is exactly what helps you make the transition. It's what helps you get out of your head. It helps you leave chaotic thought patterns, conversations, communications behind. And I really love it because look at that. You're really leaving it behind. The rearview mirror is here. You're really leaving it in the past. And I feel it's because you get a view from above. You get the clearer picture or the bird's eye view of what was actually going on. Because maybe at the time it was happening, maybe you were in the Five of Swords. Maybe you weren't in the right mindset. Maybe you're in this point of trying to prove your point at any cost. But now that we've got the 6, now you're letting it go. Now that you've got, the bigger picture here, you can see what it was. And so I feel like with this chance and the rolling of the dice here, with the rearview mirror here, that the sun is coming out and you're realizing now, I'm at the end of the cycle. I can just drop this and carry on because the next thing that comes up is the Ace of Wands, and guess what the Ace of Wands is? Aries energy, right? So I feel like you are going to be carrying on to something new after leaving something behind. Tell me about the Six of Swords, because I think this tells me that once you get the bird's eye view or the view from above, you get the big picture. That's what puts you in this transition place. Being able to move along with your light in hand, moving into the smoother, calmer waters. We've got the King of Pentacles. We've got the Nine of Wands. And we've got the Page of Coins. I think for some of you, this it feels like this was possibly about money. It could be that it was about abundance or money or some sort of material possession. And so I feel as though for some of you, it could have been with a child. The King of Pentacles is here, but so is the Page. So it does feel like it could have been a money issue with a child, that maybe there was a problem going on there, and that we had different points of view. I was saying the Six of Swords is here, but before the 6 is the 5. So it feels like that there was a difference of opinion or fundamental differences about what we thought maybe the child felt entitled to it, and you're like, no, I had to work for everything that I've got. I'm not just going to hand it over to you. And so the Nine of Wands is here. I feel like the reason that you feel that way is because you're a person of resilience, and that you've gone through a lot of hardship in order to get the wisdom that the kings have. That you now are in a place where you do have stability, you do have material possessions, but it's because you've been through a lot of hardship trying to get there. And so I feel like it's the view from above tells me that possibly we could be talking about an adult child, or about a child who feels like they are somebody who is entitled, but it doesn't have to be a child. It could also be an adult who is acting childish. It feels like somebody here has really been trying to get their footing in the pentacle world, and it seems like, like everybody wants everything like right now. Social media has taught everybody that you can just press a button and get what you want. And so hard work has really gone by the wayside. Look, maybe I'm lecturing you a little bit, and I'm Gen X, right? So, things were a little bit harder to get, harder to obtain when I was growing up. And so I feel like you're dealing with someone who feels entitled, or entitled to have it right now. I'm just looking at the page holding the bunny that produces really quickly, right? Things that expand or are added to. And I feel like somebody expects that without the work, they're supposed to get the same benefits that the King of Pentacles has. But I feel like what the Nine of Wands is telling me that you've been through a lot to get the stability and the beautiful things that you might have as material possessions, or that you own. I think somebody may have been a little angry or envious, it feels like here. But in the middle of the week, I feel like you're letting this go. It feels like you've decided that instead of being in the Nine of Wands, which can be a painful place to be, I feel like you're in the 10. It feels like you've decided, you know what, I'm just going to drop it. I'm not going to carry this with me any longer. I'm going to leave it in the rearview mirror, because now I see the situation for what it is. This person is someone who expects automatically things that just show up or given to them, that they don't have to put in the hard work, the time. You spent a lifetime cultivating your material world, or working really hard to get your reputation, because the King of Pentacles is both of those, right? Working really hard, gets their pentacles in order, somebody who is very grounded, solid, and slow, and it happened really slowly for you. And now we have somebody here who's like, okay, here I am, the page, I've got the bunny, can I have it now? And you're like, no, you got to put in the hard work. And I think that puts you in a position of somebody sort of being pissed off with you. But I think that the Six of Swords is telling me that you're just going to let it go. You're already in transition with letting it go. Midweek, I feel like you finally have dropped it, and you got it in the rearview mirror. You're taking a chance at just leave it where it is without resolving it. Maybe that's the new thing that you're into here. We've got the Ten of Cups. Sorry, not the Ten of Cups. We've got the King of Cups. We've got the Ten of Swords, and then we have the Devil. Woo! This is hard, Aries. I really think that this is super hard energy, because I think that there's no planning for this. I think that you're trying to become more familiar or calmer, Six of Swords, with saying no. I can't do that for you. We've got the King of Cups here. I think that somebody here probably is a mother or a father. This is the first depiction I've seen of the King of Cups that has two cups. So I feel like there's a bond with you and this person. Look, they could be a friend or a member of the family. Whoever they are to you, I feel like you're bonded to them in a very emotional way. So they could be a member of your family, but they also could be somebody that you are in love with or used to be in love with. It feels like with this King of Cups here that this person feels like you should be giving them everything, and they don't have to show you anything on the surface. It feels like somebody's sort of holding back or holding things under the surface. It definitely could be you. Take it as it resonates for you, but I feel like you're just dropping it. You know what? I'm just not going to do the deep dive and try and figure out whatever it is that the King of Cups wants me to do. I'm just going to do the thing that I know how to do, which is just leave it where it is. And so the Ten of Swords is you releasing it or letting it go. I'm not going to be stuck here in this place anymore where I'm overthinking things, feel hurt, because if you're offended, understand that being offended is a choice. You don't have to feel the way you feel about the way somebody feels about you. And I feel like you've decided to release it. I'm not going to allow them to trap me within my mind, feel bad about it, feel defeated, feel betrayed. I'm not going to feel those things anymore. So I feel like you're making a decision about how you're going to feel. And it's because you're dropping it with the 10 of Wands. I've got the devil here. And so the devil would want you to hold on to it, right? To hold on to it, to be attached to it. I feel like it's a really hard deal trying to let go of obsessive things. And I feel like you're a person who is kind, who is giving, who is always there to help people that are in need, until which point you realize they're taking advantage. And then it becomes toxic and codependent. And I feel like you are no longer playing that game, Aries, is what it feels like. So this leaving in the rearview mirror, it feels like you see someone for who they are, which is possibly codependent. And I don't think that's what you planned on. You didn't plan on this person being codependent, and you don't want to make them codependent. I think that you love them, whether it's that's in a platonic or a romantic way, but you don't want them to rely on you for everything. We've got Justice. This is the end of the week. This is the Friday that I was talking about, the Friday. So we have abundance here. And it does say that you are a limitless being. And I think that's what this Lionsgate portal is all about for you. As an Aries, it feels like you are going to manifest what you desire and bring it into the physical reality. Because look, you've mastered this already. The kings are masters. You've mastered your pentacle world. And now I think you're about to master going to get something else, something you're passionate about. We got red, right? This is the root chakra. I feel like you're feeling stable and secure. And now it's time for you to go get what you want. The Justice card is here. I think you're due some karma, my friend. I think you're due for something to go your way, something to go right or be restored, something to be said in your favor or come into balance. For some of you, it could be a legal thing. I'm just saying. You could be getting some money from something that's said in your favor in terms of a legal thing. If you are dealing with a legal thing, if you're not, leave that for someone who it makes sense to. Talking about Justice, we've got the Seven of Wands. We've got the King of Wands. There you are, my friend. And we have the Eight of Wands. Go get it, Aries. Go for it. That's what it looks like here. So I feel like it feels like you deal with something pretty heavy coming into the beginning and the middle of the week here. But once you leave it in the rearview mirror and you drop it and you decide there's nothing more I can do here and this is not my problem, I feel like that's where it lightens you up to go get what you want. We have the Seven of Wands, and I feel like you finally stand up and say, look, I've got boundaries. I've got boundaries, and that's what's going to bring me my balance. I'm going to stay within my boundaries, be within my balance, and do the things that I can do, and let karma do the rest. Karma never loses a receipt or an address. So I think that you realize that you don't have to do anything more from here. All you have to do is fulfill your king energy, which is taking action and being stable and being the teacher, being the mentor. I feel like you are teaching people how to go out and get what they want. And I feel like there's somebody here, whether they're an adult or a child, who really needs your help with that. Because I think they're sedentary, because the Pentacle is here. And they're not getting what they want because they're not willing to put the work in. But I feel like you're the teacher who's going to show them how to put the work in. We do have the Eight of Wands. There's something here that I feel like you're going to go get, Aries, is what it feels like. You're embracing enthusiasm, which is all of this energy here, all of these wands. You're embracing enthusiasm. We've got Leo energy. I think you're doing it in Leo season. And we've got Sagittarius energy, which is real big burst or push forward. So it feels like you are embracing the enthusiasm and you're pulling that sword out of the rock, getting yourself unstuck, and it's time to move forward here. So I'm going to go into the extended. We're going to talk more about this. What are you leaving in the past? Who is this person? What happened here? We're going to talk about all of this stuff. We're going to clarify it a little more. What's in the future? What are you going to get? Because I think it's a new project or something that really excites you that you've grown into. It feels like you're getting it because of wisdom that you've received and that you have no more doubt, because I don't think that you're trying to get all the answers. Oh, interesting. I didn't notice envy was here. I think somebody here envies your position in life and they want what you want, but you make it look easy. So they think that they can just snap their fingers and have it, but it comes through a lot of hard work, which is the Nine of Wands. Okay, I'm going to put down 3 cards. We're going to talk about these in the extended as well. We're going to talk about the advice or what is coming up in the future here. Tell me more about Aries. We've got the 8 of Swords. We've got the 6 of Pentacles. And we got the Wheel. Very interesting. It does feel like there is a big change coming up here, a destined change. Something's about to expand. I feel like it's your thought process on this whole situation. And I think the thought process is instead of getting stuck in my head and not knowing what to do and thinking about this constantly, I think you're going to look at it in the way of the 6 of Pentacles. Now, the 6 of Pentacles, you know, a lot of people say it's reciprocal energy, and I suppose it can be, but look, there's 3 on one side, 2 on the other. That's not really reciprocal. I've got someone who's holding a pentacle and deciding where to give it. Should I give more or should I give less? I feel like you're making a decision. You're changing your mind about something here. And I think the change of mind comes with this. It feels like if this person puts in the work, I'll help them out. If they don't put in the work, I'm giving it all to someone else or something else. So I feel like you are changing your mind, making a decision, moving forward and expanding the thought process of what it is that you're going to do instead of just getting stuck in your mind and thinking about it over and over. We're going to talk more about that, and we're going to talk all about this. We're going to go into the extended. If you'd like to come into the extended, Aries, please look in the pinned comment that is under every video that I upload. This information is also in the description area. So if you would like to purchase this extended, just one-off, you can do that by clicking the link that is in the pinned comment. If you would like to be looking at this extended plus all of the other extendeds, you could go into the membership area, and your link for the membership area is in the pinned comment as well. Also, private reads are open if you are interested here, and we can do pre-recorded readings or live readings. The live readings have been so much fun. I've been able to talk to some of you Aries, and it's been so much fun. And so if you're interested in a live reading, whether you want that through video or over the phone, or if you would like to have it in text, I can do it in text as well. So depending on whatever it is that you want, please go ahead and look in the pinned comment, and I can figure out with you what services are best for you. So I'm going to go for now. I'm going to go into the extended, and if you'd like to be there, well, I'll see you there. And if that's not where you are, then I'll see you when I get back here. You guys, take care. Love ya. Bye-bye.